hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here. Hopefully, you guys can see my face properly and in its full glory. I had to redo this because my face was completely not in frame at all, but hopefully it is now. Anyway, what I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be my setup video. My gaming setup, best gaming setup of 2013, or at least for me. I'm going to probably be redoing this video soon. The only reason I'm doing it right now is because I got, about half a dozen or so, a little bit over, requests from people saying, "Hey Nick, why don't you go do a setup video? I want to see your setup." And, I decided to do one for you guys. It is a little bit on the long side, as you guys can see. I wanted to upload it all as one video. But, you guys are free to, check it out. Comment below about anything that you guys saw, and I'll, reply to you. I'll tell you what it is, if I didn't mention the name or anything like that. But, anyway, guys, hopefully you guys do enjoy. Keep in mind, again, a lot of this stuff that I have in my room, I purchased myself. It was either, a very few things in here were like full-out gifts from my parents or, from family or something like that. Very few things. There was, most of it was either, like, hand-me-downs, like it was a few years old and not worth it for the person to sell, and it was a family member who gave it to me, like my mom or an extended family or something, or I purchased it myself. So that's kind of the most common two cases in this room. But anyway, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. Remember to like the video if you guys do like it. But anyway, I'm the doctor, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start on this side of the room, the least interesting side of the room, and I will be pointing at stuff with my hand, as you guys can see right here. So this is, I'm actually in my basement, so kind of just set the scene. That's staircase over there. You guys can come down, and you'll come in here, and this is my room here. There, did a 360. So over here, we have my pet stand thing. This is just like a little stand that I got. Top one over here, this is where my bearded dragon used to be. Sadly, he did die. Over here we got my snake. Yes, he's, I think, 18 inches at this point, last time I measured it. As you guys can see, that's him right there. And he's pretty badass. Pretty badass. And then down here is my gecko thing. That wasn't there when there actually was geckos in there. They sadly died of old age. And I moved it down there because I don't have anything else to do with it. There's a bunch of junk around that, and then all these drawers are simply, dried crickets and Home Alone 2 for Sega Genesis and more crickets and food and stuff like that for animals. I don't know why Home Alone 2 for Sega Genesis is in there. We got a couple lights in here. These ones I turn on when it gets cold for the snake in there. But, I don't know, I need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is just garbage, and that's one of the big things I was going to get rid of, as well as this stand over here. I just have clothes in there with, some books and all that great stuff. That and more stuff I need to get rid of. Who needs books? Like, they're just lame. No, but I wanted to get something else to put that there. Over here we got, like, other stuff that I need to get rid of, just a lot of junk. We got my old PlayStation Fat here. This guy doesn't work anymore. But I do really like it. I really like it. It's so special because I'm Dr. PlayStation. But, yeah, and then we got more, like, pillows and blankets and stuff there for my bed. My bed is right here, as you guys can see. It's actually a couch. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, it's a couch. It's a couch bed. And it does pull out, but I have so much shit crammed underneath it because I am so messy that I don't ever pull it out. I just lie on it, and it's a couch, so it's comfortable enough. Got a little pile of clothes here. My two bags. This is my normal school bag. This is my night school bag, so I use it for night school just to keep my shit separate. This is my wall of boxes and random crap. Up here, we're going to start from top to bottom, left, right, I guess. This is actually my whiteboard. I use this sometimes. I haven't used it in a while. But I use it sometimes to work out homework and stuff like that. That's advanced functions. Anybody who has a really... I'm just isolating for R here. But this is actually a cool number up here. This actually, 1415 on June 1st, 2012. This is how many subs I had on June 1st, 2012. Now I'm at over 10 times this number in less than a year. So my personal goal has been 25k by June 1st, 2012. Maybe that's possible. I don't know. Who knows? but maybe. So that's my whiteboard. Got my Mickey Mouse poster. This was actually a gift from my grandmother before she passed away, so I like to keep it up there. I've mentioned it, I think, once or twice before, maybe on the channel. But that was a while ago, so a lot of you guys don't know about that, but that's usually a question I get. She really liked Mickey Mouse, and that's why. So moving down from here, guys, keep your boxes. Keep your boxes. A lot of people will come to my room, and usually they're not set up like this. I kind of just put them there so you guys can kind of see all the different, like, labels for stuff if I forget anything. But keep your boxes at least somewhere, because eventually you're going to, you maybe would like to sell it. And guess what? Resale value is, like, way higher if you keep the boxes for your stuff. So just a suggestion there. All this stuff is, you know, at least a few months old, with the exception of these guys, my AKG 240 Mach 2s. Those were a recent purchase because my old headphones died, and these guys are my new pair of Nikes. They are sweet classic leather, I guess. I don't know. That's what it says right there. But, so I guess I did, you know, I bought, you know, mainstream type shoes that were more expensive than I should have paid, but anyway. So I got a bunch of boxes here, and I'll talk about the actual components, because all of these things I still have, with the exception of these fans. These fans, they're just sitting here, I don't actually use them anymore. But then we got Call of Duty, Need for Speed. We have my M&M, which is filled with money, just some glass bottles that for some reason I've said there, some garbage. Screwdrivers, and this laptop right here, I almost skipped right over it. This actually isn't mine. I actually have been fixing people's computers for monies, and this was, as you guys can see, I'm not, you know, a huge Harley Davidson fan, but this actually was somebody else's, so yeah, there's that. This is a Epson Workforce 545, I think. Well, yeah, it actually is. It says right there. And it's a wireless printer. My house uses it for printing out stuff. I use it for projects and stuff like that, so I guess it's good in that sense. But anyway, and then we have this table here, which I keep more crap under. Some side panels for some computers, photos. That's me. Yeah, dash me. So now I'm going to go to the left of my computer setup. There's a guitar. I don't play guitar. I'm lame. We got a gold medal champion over here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Computer Sciences Award, 2010, 2011. I have the 2011, 2012 somewhere. Philip Franco poster, first edition, signed Philip Franco poster. Underachiever, Simpsons poster. I've had that for like 15 years. Holes in the wall from when my failed attempt to try and wall mount a TV, which is over there, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Again, this here, and I got my chest here. This is a chest that I got at the thrift shop for like 25 bucks. In it, I keep all of my clothes pretty much, and other miscellaneous items and all that great stuff. We got my house's wireless router here. I keep my like PlayStation plugged into it. I keep my PC plugged into it. I hate wireless for anything just because of the added like ping and stuff like that. But anyway, now we're going to get on to this wall of stuff. And this is the thing that's probably going to take the largest period of time, because this is what I really like, I guess. And I'll go over back to anything that I might have skipped. But anyway, with that being said, let's get started. We'll go from top to bottom, left to right. So up here at the top, we got my Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition. Worst purchase in my life. Absolutely hated that. I got Call of Duty Elite in it, which would have been great if Call of Duty Elite was actually good. I hated how they released the DLC, and I pretty much stopped playing Modern Warfare 3 halfway through. From there, we got my 5.1 surround sound. Another speaker is behind this hat, and another speaker is behind this hat. I never use my speaker system, and if I do, it's for, like, you know, listening to a little bit of music here and there, so I don't really need it to sound good. So I'm more likely to use it to hold my hats. And this actually is the hat that I brought along with me to PAX, and I guess I should have brought the Cam Labs hat too. But anyway, this is my PAX pass. 3 days. Wow, hat fell. As you guys see, speaker there, it's a what is it? Altec Lansing. Yeah, that's it. These are hand-me-down speakers from my mom. My mom got a new pair of speakers, and these are the ones that she got me, or that she gave me. This is the PAX 2013 pass. Awesome. Had a lot of fun there. Then we have my 32-inch Electron TV. This actually was something that used to be my little brother's, and then I traded him. I bought a PlayStation, gave it to him, gave him the PlayStation in exchange for the TV that was in his room. So that was a deal that we had. The Electron TV, again, off-brand, relatively cheap, I guess, but I use it to watch Netflix or stuff sometimes, and any other media that I want to throw up, sit back on the couch and watch. Behind here, I'll get to the monitors in a second. Behind here we have my PlayStation 3 Slim 80GB model. This was actually the first PlayStation Slim that came out. I actually got it August 2010, I guess, the year it came out. Like 3 days before it was supposed to come out, which was pretty cool. I knew a guy that worked at Best Buy and I got it. So right here we got my blue icicle. I'll talk about that more in a moment. Right here, I don't think you guys can see it, but there's a pair of Turtle Beach PX21s. They are destroyed beyond belief. We got some G Fuel, Game Labs G Fuel. I was sponsored by them, and I don't really know how that's working out right now. Right here we got my 2 hard drives. So these are 2 Western Digital MyBook drives. They're both 1 terabyte. As you guys can see, I don't know if you can see the difference between them. I know I can see it, but YouTube makes stuff darker, so that kind of sucks. But there's 2 hard drives right here. Both of them are 1 terabyte. One of them is my family's drive, so I keep, like all our family's precious photos and stuff like that in. The other one is my backup drive. So the other one, I have my computer here backed up, so if any of my drives fail, I got an image that I can throw back onto a new drive and I'm all good. Right here is my Hauppauge HD PVR. I got this 2011, maybe. 2011 it would have had to be. Yep, okay, so 2011, August. Again, I got this for partly with money that I got from my family, mostly, though, money that I got, and it was really cool. I used to do Call of Duty stuff. That's how Dr. PlayStation Nation started, and then I turned into kind of PC gaming Minecraft, more or less. Then Gamma Labs, water in here, don't have any Gamma Labs in there. And then we have the computer gaming rig thing set up, and as you guys can see, there it is. So this monitor over here is a 23.6 inch 16 by 9 1080p by 1080 by 1920 monitor. This one over here is a 22 point something inch, I believe. This is actually an IPS panel. This is a TN panel. So this is actually the monitor I prefer, even though it is small. This is also 16 by 10, so it's a 1680 by 1050 monitor. So, or 1680, yeah, 1680 by 1050. And I use this for all my video editing. And thumbnail stuff, and I use this for like surfing the web, playing some games and stuff like that. Because this one has a 2 millisecond response time. This one has something like a 10 millisecond response time. But this is one of the monitors that when my mom got her new computer, she gave me this monitor. It was about 3 years old at the time, so now it's probably 6 or 7. So it is starting to yellow, so the colors aren't as accurate. Whereas this guy over here, this is a newer monitor I got in December. This is a TN panel, so colors aren't super accurate, but 2 millisecond response time, which is good for gaming. I like it, I guess. I have to turn down the brightness though to match this one because this one's getting really old. And yeah, so I got that background streaming across all the monitors. If you guys want to do that, I think it's called Display Fusion. That's it, Display Fusion. And you guys can do that. So I'm going to turn this off so that the white balance can actually fix itself and I can see things that are brighter. So the next thing here, guys, is my microphone. That's an Audio-Technica AT2020. You guys probably saw the box over there, and that's what is plugged into my blue icicle. You guys can see right there, the blue icicle over there. That is actually, the blue icicle is an XLR to USB converter. It's like an interface, and my Audio-Technica AT2020 is an XLR microphone, which means that the type of plug that it plugs into, it's a studio-style condenser microphone, so it plugs in via XLR, and I need something to convert it. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you guys are, going to go get, a blue snowball, if you guys are going to go get something like that, or like a Yeti or something like that, consider this option. A lot of people like the simple option. People like, Noah, he uses, a blue Yeti, which is great. I really like, though, the fact that I have a interface and a microphone. I really like that because then if either one of those parts breaks, I just go replace that. So if my blue icicle breaks, I go pay $50 for a new interface, or if my microphone breaks, I go pay $80 for an XLR microphone, or I can, you know, upgrade to get a better XLR microphone. Whereas if you have a Blue Yeti and it breaks, you need to go get a new interface and microphone, whether that be a new USB microphone or whatever. So I don't know, I like it this way. It's in any case, it'll end up saving me money, but I did get them both on sale, so that's why it ended up saving. That's why I went with it in the first place. But it does have a benefit. And then my other thing, as you guys can see right there, I pointed it out before, is the right here is the AKG 240s. I absolutely love these headphones. They're great. You got nice velour pads or velvet pads, very comfortable. And I use them for, you know, hours and hours and hours in a day, whether it be, you know, listening to music at school or, you know, listening to my videos while editing here. But it's great. I really do like it. And as you guys can see, I'm using my camera here as a stand for them. This is the camera I should be using right now, but instead I've lost the charger for it and I can't use it, so I have to order a new one. But so that I got it on a tripod here, just some cheap Soligor tripod, I think. Anyway, we got my heater here because I'm in Canada. It's cold. This is also a big suggestion that I suggest for you guys. See this? This is an external DVD drive. I highly recommend for anybody that's building their own computer, you get an external DVD drive or DVD burner, because you probably won't be using your disk drive that much. And if you have one of these, first of all, you can sell it for a way higher price because it is super convenient. You can use it to plug into like a bunch of different shit, and it's awesome. There's my subwoofer. And then here is my system. I'm just going to do a quick run through of the specs. It's nothing amazing, hopefully. Maybe is this gonna do better? Anyway, so these fans in here are the Nexus LED series, something. I don't know exactly what they are. They're basically the world's quietest fans. These things are literally silent, and they're on my H80 water cooler. Absolutely amazing, love them. If I were to name out all my parts, I got a ASRock Z68 Extreme 3 Gen 3 motherboard, which is a you know, Z68, so I have a Sandy Bridge processor on there. I have an i5 2500K with an, like I mentioned, H80 water cooler on it. I have 24 gigabytes of RAM. I have two 8GB DIMMs and then two 8GB DIMMs and two 4GB DIMMs. So I'm probably going to switch out the two 4GB DIMMs for two more 8 when I get the opportunity to. RAM's getting more expensive now, so I might not. I have a TX750, I don't know if you guys can see the label right there, TX750, so 750 watt power supply. It's not modular, so, you know. And then finally, my graphics card is a Gigabyte 560 Ti 448 core. So I think that card is discontinued. I don't think you can get it, but I absolutely love it. It's really cool. It's like a step below a 570. It's even better than a 560 Ti. So it's between a 560 Ti and 570, which is awesome. Really do like it, but it is old. And then as far as hard drives go, my hard drives are, I have a 3 terabyte recording drive. I use that strictly to record fraps onto, so I don't have to, you know, render things out very much. I use a 250 gigabyte boot drive because that's the drive I used to boot off of prior, and when I moved into my new system, I just kept the same boot drive. And then I have two 500 gig media drives, so that's where I render all of my stuff to. So when I render it, I'll throw it into one of my media drives. If I have, you know, a bunch of music I have a bunch of music on another media drive with movies and, you know, all that great stuff. So anyway, that's kind of my system there. I really do like it. I've gotten to a point where I really do like it. Also, the case is a Gelid. It's a Gelid case. I believe Gelid only has, it's G-E-L-I-D. I believe they only have one case model, and this is it. And I have the nice window on the side, so that's awesome. I really do like it, and hopefully I didn't go too much into that. But that's basically my system. This is how it works. It runs pretty cool. But yeah, and up here I got my peripherals here, guys. I'm gonna mention something about my peripherals, and that is, you know, the mic, headphones, keyboard, mouse, all that stuff, monitors. Guys, I see this all the time, people coming and they send me a message and they're like, Nick, I want a good gaming computer, what do you suggest? What do you suggest? And it's like, oh, Nick, check out this PC part picker list that I have. You know, I want to get a $1,200 computer, and then I look at the PC part picker, and it's literally just their tower, and it ends up costing $1,180. And I'm just like, dudes, save a little bit of money on your computer and get some good peripherals. I'm not saying you need to go buy, you know, some K90. This is a K90 keyboard. I really like it. Not gonna go say you need to go spend $150 on a keyboard, or, you know, $60 on a mouse or something like that. But what I am saying is, you know, don't put all of your money into, you know, 32 gigs of RAM if you don't need it, or, you know, a 3 terabyte drive if you don't need it. Put money into your peripherals, because when you get your computer and you have, you know, one 21-inch monitor and, you know, a crappy mouse and a crappy keyboard, you're not going to be enjoying your computer as much. I really do enjoy, you know, making my computer look as good as possible, and, you know, special things with the blue LED accents, the white LED accents over here. I really do like it, so do that stuff. And as far as headsets go, a lot of people ask me, Nick, what gaming headset would you suggest, you know, when you're playing video games and all that stuff? Best suggestion is, if you're looking for, like, if you really are, like, tight for money, yeah, sure, go with a pair of Turtle Beaches, or, you know, something that's going to be cheap and last you a little while. But for the most part, I would suggest, if you're looking at something like a pair of SteelSeries Siberia V2s, if you're looking for, you know, $150 gaming headset, don't go for a gaming headset. Go buy a pair of headphones and buy a USB microphone, or this is an XLR microphone, but go buy something that's USB. When you get them separately, you can then, you know, spend a little bit more on the headphones, because then they could also double as actual headphones that you can use when you're listening to music. And your microphone, you know, it's replaceable. If your microphone on your headset breaks, you have to go buy a whole new headset, whereas if you just have a USB microphone and it breaks, it's not that big of a deal. You can just go buy a new microphone. So that's kind of my suggestion on that. It offers way more flexibility, and I really like doing that. This thing is just all junk in there, but that's pretty much my setup, guys. I know that's a super long video. It ended up being like 25 minutes or something like that. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Again, I do want to stress that most of this stuff was paid for through me, and a lot of it, or at least a good portion of it, was paid for, or I purchased it before I even got paid off YouTube. So a lot of it was, you know, part-time jobs that I had before YouTube, you know, like small seasonal jobs that I had, and before YouTube and all that. And then, you know, once I started getting paid by YouTube, I also did invest greatly into my setup, because I did, you know, it's very easy to justify spending a lot more money than you should on your setup when you can think, you know, maybe it'll help me make better videos, which, you know, help me get more money and all that stuff. So anyway, guys, though, I want to thank you. You know, 2 million views, regardless of whether it was 2 weeks ago or 2 years ago, it's still a very big feat, and I really do appreciate that you guys helping me get to it. You know, we're almost at like 18K, and hopefully almost at 20K, and, you know, maybe we'll hit my goal of 25K. But anyway, guys, again, hopefully you did enjoy. Remember, guys, to rate the video down below if you guys did enjoy. Remember, guys, to subscribe to join the nation up above if you guys haven't, if you guys are new to the channel. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.